Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. You're not. I am. I wish you were. Maybe not. Hey guys, it's Sunday. Sunday, February 3rd, 2025, about 4:45 in the morning. Guys, yeah, so I know a few of you have been like, Toddy, you can't stay quiet forever. Toddy. Okay, well, Toddy's here, and all right. I want to tell you that I really wasn't going to broach this subject until the night of the 15th of February. That would be the last day that I would be sending those clemency letters out. Let me be 100% clear. I am continuing to send those clemency letters out. So those people that want to be heard, email me your clemency letters or mail them out yourself. Please look at the link that I put on how to write a clemency letter. Do not look at the template that NPG Cornerstone has put out there because, one, that's not what the lawyer wants. The lawyer wants exactly what I said he wanted, and if you guys have a problem believing me, call the lawyer. Actually, it's Monday. Call the lawyer. Usually, this is an extra day for me. Call the lawyer and ask, what is it that's needed? How should the letter be written? Because what the lawyer told me is, Dear Governor, this is a clemency letter. It goes to the governor. So, Dear Governor, he said, don't even write the last name. Because if Nick doesn't get clemency this time, they will reuse those letters, or they could use those letters for something else, and the governor changes. That's what Tyler Coyle told me. I asked him if the letters had to be hand-signed, and he said, no, I never said that. Because, see, NPG Cornerstone, Karen, K-A-R-A-N, in her snarkiness, asked if I was going to sign all the letters. No, because that's not what Tyler said we needed to do. And you know why? Because I asked him. You know what else NPG Cornerstone failed to mention? That Nick was going to have the information. Whatever you write in the letter, Nick was going to get a copy. So he's going to know who writes the letters. See, that's fine by me. But I can't make that decision for you. And they never told you that. And they also never told you, hey, if somebody gets a FOIA, they're going to get your information as well. And that's why I said, guys, use an email address as your the way to contact, or a phone number. You could put your address and everything. It would be hard, I guess, for people to find out who is their tag name on, YouTube and who is that person. Maybe it's not that hard. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to find out because I'm going to find out about the doxing thing, but which I haven't gotten there yet. We're going to get there. But that's important to know. NPG Cornerstone, they failed to tell you that your information was going to get into Nick's hands. He was going to know your name. He was going to know what you wrote because he was going to get a copy of that letter. And anybody, somebody like Fancy, we're not crazy about Fancy, or NPG Cornerstone, could go ahead and get a FOIA and get a copy of all those letters. So that's important to know. That doesn't scare me. It doesn't deter me. But we should have known this. NPG Cornerstone has failed at telling us who they are. There's no transparency. Who the hell is NPG Cornerstone? Who's behind NPG Cornerstone? No transparency in any way, shape, or form. For all we know, Gypsy could be running that. Or the Blanchard clan can be running that. And listen, is that crazy out of the realm of possibility? Is it? Is it? Because you guys have written to me, who is NPG Cornerstone? You guys have asked me, in this one thing, see, they doxed me, I'm going to put that up. In this, people are asking them, who are you? Like, who am I speaking to? There are so many people saying, who am I speaking to? Is it really me asking that? Who is NPG Cornerstone? Do you really think that they represented Nick well? I'm just asking. Have you heard from NPG Cornerstone anywhere? And here's another thing I want you guys to ask yourself. Bobby Godejohn supposedly said to Morbid, there's only been 32 or 33 letters sent about my son. I sent more than that last week. There is more than that waiting on my computer for me to print out to send today. Now, if we all want justice for Nick, and we all want the clemency for Nick, why would NPG Cornerstone stop me from getting more letters to send out for Nick? I'm just asking how that makes sense. And yet they said horrible things about me, that I'm a liar, that I waited till the last minute, which, again, I'm editing the video now. You'll see I didn't wait till the last minute. I don't honestly know that I really ever spoke from anybody from NPG Cornerstone, because I don't know who NPG Cornerstone is. And anybody could have said, I am them, but I would ask for proof, because there is no transparency of who they are. Is that really my fault? Should I work for somebody I don't know? Should I support a group that I don't know? Should I push forward a group onto my channel that I don't know? No. No. Guys, NPG Cornerstone has put out information that if you sent those letters the way that they asked you to, they wouldn't count. They wouldn't. Again, call the public defender up. You know, listen, or email him. Email him. You know, this poor guy is going to get a million phone calls, and he's really doing the clemency, gathering the information together as a favor for Nick. That's what he said. He's really, I'm sure he's getting paid for it in some way, shape, or form, but he doesn't have to do it, and that's what he's doing. There is so much going on with NPG Cornerstone, yet nobody knows who's behind that group. Nobody knows. They've done quite a few things. They doxed me. Guys, I have the screenshot. I'm going to put it up here. I crossed out my name, and I want you to know something. I was going to let that go because that happened a while ago. That happened a while ago, and I was going to let it go. But I'm not going to let it go now. Now I'm going to press charges against you guys just to make it a little uncomfortable for you, because you don't have Nick's best interest at heart. Because if you did have Nick's best interest at heart, you would allow the process of these clemency letters. And what you've done is you tried to discourage me. You've tried to distract. And when that didn't work, you tried to defame me by saying I lied. Guys, some of you have noticed. Maybe some of you haven't noticed. I have proof. So this NPG Cornerstone is saying that 6 months ago they contacted me? No. So as far as I know, and this is my memory, and okay, I spoke with another group, and I'm not giving the name of that group out because I don't think they have anything to do with NPG Cornerstone, because they've proven that they're not them, and that maybe some things will get done. But do you see the logo that little beyond the verdict, that little thing? That little thing that I've put up in the videos that have anything to do with Nick. That little green thing right here. You see this? You see this? This was developed, as far as I know, in November. I put it up as soon as it was developed. And that's for Nick. I'm not going to go into what it is. It's not my place to go into what it is. But I've been supporting Nick every way I was asked to. Now, I've reached out to NPG Cornerstone. I went as far as to even ask Nick, do you know this group? And Nick said, this is his group. He vouches for this group. I shouldn't second guess his group. Nick, you don't have to second guess your group. You didn't second guess Gypsy Rose. You thought she was good for you. How'd that work out? Listen, man, I know that Fancy has thrown people in there to mess with Nick's head. He doesn't have to talk to me at all. Just leave me alone and let me do these letters. I'm not going to let you determine if I'm going to work for them. I'm not going to let you determine if they're good enough for me to work with, Nick. I'm not going to let you determine that. I'm going to do the letters, and then you do whatever you want. But I'm not working for them at all. They don't get to say anything to me about anything. I'm just another person writing letters. NPG Cornerstone, where is the check that you sent me that I cashed that said you get to tell me what I get to do? I don't work for you. What I'm doing is for Nick. I don't give a shit if you think that I'm not supporting him, because I know what I'm doing. The big question would be, who the hell are you? Seriously, like, who are you with your very old videos, non-information, murk water that nobody could see anything through? You can't get shit done. I am going to count how many videos I put out about Nick. And how many times I said he was treated unfairly. And how many times I said justice for Nick. And I'm going to ask you to show me how many times you've done it. NPG Cornerstone, where's your videos? Where's your videos that support Nick? I think we might find out who you're going to be, because, yeah, if the police say, do you really want to press charges against them? Absolutely. Absolutely I do. So well done, you. Well done. Because I was going to let it go. It happened a while ago. I'm not letting it go now. You've done enough. So, yeah. Guys, here's the thing. Because I'm sure and I've gone back and forth. Should Nick get out if this is the group of people he's going to get out to? Because do they have his best interests at heart, or will they manipulate or try to manipulate? I don't know. Do you think that they have his best interests at heart? I'm sending letters out. I'm showing proof that I am. I showed the receipt from the post office about sending the batch out. I have emailed every single person that has sent me a letter that I have printed out. Now, there's a lot of letters that I'm printing out today. That was my system so that I knew which letters I sent out. So I emailed everybody to let them know your letter's going out in this bunch, your letter's going out in this batch. And that will continue on today, because this next batch is going out today. So I know the work that I've done. Again, NPG Cornerstone, where's yours? Where's your work? And again, guys, I'm not saying that Nick should be running free. That's not my call. It's not my call. What I'm saying is, he's entitled to a fair trial. He's entitled to a fair reconsideration. And a lot of the information that we have now was kept hidden. It wasn't shown. He had no defense in their true mitigating circumstances. Now, if they do look at this and they look at all the true mitigating circumstances and they decide, oh, fuck, he should be in there anyway, okay. But if they look at it and say, no, had we had all this information, he'd be out, let him go, okay. We don't butt in and judge each time a judge makes a decision. And we might not agree with all the decisions, fair enough, yes? But it's supposed to be a fair trial. And on that alone, Nick didn't get one. That's all I'm fighting for, is for fairness on his behalf. Let them decide what should be going on. A few of you have asked me, has Nick done anything in jail, in prison? Has he bettered himself in prison? That's not what the clemency letter is about. I mean, seriously. That's not what it's about. What it's about is bringing up new evidence, new things that weren't brought up in the trial. That's what it's about. Please, again, look at the clemency letter and what it's supposed to be about. I have the link for what it's supposed to be about below. Okay? I don't know why trying to help somebody turned into this shit show. But it turned into this shit show. But it took maybe, I don't know, maybe an hour out of my day. And probably another hour when I go to the police. But it was well worth it, because I don't know what NPG is doing, but they're not working in Nick's best interest as far as I'm concerned. Show me where they are. Show me where they are. Alright guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip, and I thank you so much. And I appreciate you. But I don't appreciate you, NPG Cornerstone. As a matter of fact, I don't want you contacting me. Take this as an official leave me alone. Guys, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always be kind. Never be a part of something like NPG Cornerstone. Thanks. Bye. Are they really working for Nick? Or are they trying to distract us from working for Nick? More than that, everybody's going to know NPG Cornerstone